Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Alberto. I know it's been a very, very long time, but felt that I need to say something that's been on my mind for a while. And here we go. So today we're going to be talking about something important that happened recently, in I want to say the last 2 or 3 weeks. Martin Scorsese is like the greatest in American cinema. He directed movies like Goodfellas, Raging Bull, Taxi Driver, Silence. Just to show you like what type of movies that he's made. That Marvel movies are not cinematic. And we're gonna explore more on what I think that he means by cinematic and then what comes with that statement. Do I think that the Marvel movies are cinematic? No, they're not artful movies. They don't necessarily have any type of style. The action, the CGI, those are the things that sell these movies. Like, you're not necessarily going there for any type of sentimental effect. And I hate to say that because when you see Logan, Dark Knight, Watchmen, I wouldn't even go as far as saying Blade. Like, those movies are fucking awesome. There's emotional complexities, story structure is good, character arcs are good. If you like movies kind of like with really good cinematography, an amazing score, of course, like these movies aren't gonna be for you. And then I think from Martin Scorsese and Francis Ford Coppola, like that's what they get out of this. I think the score is treated like an afterthought in many of the Marvel films, and for me, that's where one of the points where a movie shines the most. Mostly Marvel is that they're not really into like making this something that stands out. Action is gonna sell itself. And rightfully so. Like, these movies cost a lot of money to make, you know? Like, you want to sell to the strengths of the movie. And like, it's a superhero movie. It's an action film. Of course you want it to kick ass. All of them have this flat color look to them. The amount of detail that these men put into their films, even in post-production, is just insane. It borders on obsession. And that's why they'll be remembered as one of the greats, you know? Directors do not have creative freedom when it comes to Disney films. And I might be speaking on my ass. It might be one of those things where Disney's like, do what you want. That's where I think the cinematic part falls apart. That these directors don't have any type of creative control over what's being done with these films. Disney comes in and says, we'll hire you to make this, but we need it to look a certain way, and we need you to fall in line with how that way is going to look. And it's pretty clear that the amount of muscle power that Disney has, they're more than comfortable with pulling someone from a project, even if it's 70% done, and take them in and out and saying like, if you're not going to do the work, I'm going to put someone there that will, and it's going to look the way that I want it to look. And I think that's where the cinematic part falls apart. That's these directors of photography, these color graders, they don't have the liberties that it takes to make a movie look cinematic. But Disney wants to play it safe. That's why they don't allow these directors the creative liberties to make these movies seem and feel as such. And I think that's where Martin Scorsese is right, that these films aren't cinematic. Because the studio wants one thing and the director wants another, you know? And if they're not vibing together, it's obvious that nothing's going to get done cinematically. The last thing that I want to say is that there is always going to be someone who's a critic, and that's fine. You make what you can make, you like what you like, you love what you love, and it's personal for you. And if someone else doesn't like it, that's fine. I think this whole thing is being kind of taken a little bit too far and out of context. Well, I ran out of things to talk about in this subject, so I'll see you next time. Comment, share, like, not in that direct order. Peace out. Peace out.